Nolan's dead. So's Chen.
Bring back Bishop, dog.
I'm a warrior.
I'm gonna arrest you for a 10th of weed.
I fight the evil that you think doesn't exist. Yeah. But you know who should have got the new TO is West.
Agreed.
So we could wash him out.
Agreed. I'm replacing Officer Worst with this lady. What's going on, Internet? And welcome to another episode of Officers React with Only Cops. We're going to be watching Season 2, Episode 4, called Warriors and Guardians.
Boy.
I'm lowering my expectations already. This is
Why?
our
What do you
reaction
mean? The rookie's
to the
great.
Rookie. This is a very highly requested episode. You ask and we listen and do our best to deliver.
Hello.
Officer Nolan, this is Detective Nyla Harper. I'm your new training officer.
Great. I'm sorry, did you say detective?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little unusual?
I thought we should get a drink, size each other up a bit before shift tomorrow. Meet me at Third Strike, 20 minutes.
Third strike. Okay, got it. I'm
What
gonna
universe?
30.
20 or I'm gone.
Oh, I'm gone. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you at work. Break.
Yeah.
He broke his mirror.
Dude, I would have...
That's 7 years bad luck.
Do you ever meet rookies off duty? While in field training?
Only the female ones.
He said only. How hot were they on a scale of 1 to 10? Yeah, no.
7.
In no universe. Like, I feel like you like, and I'm sure there's a couple rookies that you're like, oh, this kid's cool, right? Like, at least I don't hate being around this person. I feel like we would stress you out collectively. Like newer officers, just in general.
I feel like
would
10
just be
hours
That's
is
what I'm saying.
enough.
It's just
with
stressful.
someone.
Been on a ship. I mean, we started 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
12 hours is more than enough.
Get that crash an hour from the end of the shift. Now you're 16 hours.
Ugh.
No, I don't want to see you.
Dude,
When I'm not
sharing
in my-
oxygen, dude.
Yeah.
Like in a patrol car, that's an intimate space. Like Bill and I are too far away to be in a patrol car together.
Well,
That's how, because this room's enormous.
yeah. Normally Josh would just sit on my lap. but-
Exactly. And that'd be accurate.
So why the change?
Sometimes life just gives you a nudge. For me, it was divorce, my son moving off to college, and a no-time trip to the bank.
Makes sense. Wife left you, kid left you. Nothing like a gun in hand to make you feel powerful again.
No, that's not why at all. Are there maybe some other customers that could use your help? You're my TO.
Took you long enough.
Wow, okay. Why the game?
Wanted to see if you could play. So if it wasn't about your gun, why do you want the badge?
Well, because when people are having their worst day, I want to be there, try to help make it right.
God, you're one of those.
One of what?
A guardian. There are two kinds of cops. Officer Nolan, there are warriors and guardians. One's a hunter, the other's a nurturer. One is only alive when they're in the fight. The other is happy to clock out after 12. One is worth my time. The other is not.
She put on an apron?
I
Wow,
wonder
committed.
how I didn't know you were here to meet me. You put on an apron, got the serving tray, got the beer.
Yeah.
Like,
Huh.
bring
So-
back Bishop, dog.
This?
It's not a good intro, man.
So because Nolan is a guardian, he's not worth your time?
there is a... How old is this whole Guardian versus Warrior mindset thing, Keith?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it started before I got there.
Keith started it, dog.
Yeah. Keith's like, this is my idea.
Keith said, I'm a warrior, you're a guardian. Sit down and shut up.
Yeah. The idea behind this is there's like... Was it the sword and the shield or whatever it is? They use a bunch of analogies for this.
I fight the evil that you think doesn't exist.
Yeah. I think...
Thin blue line Punisher skull.
Yeah, I understand why someone thought it was a good idea. The problem is that you don't need indoctrination to be a good police officer. I don't think that. I think the experience on the job will get you to understand everything that you need to know.
Also, she clearly hasn't studied up on Nolan.
Yeah. He should be the most famous cop there.
Literally.
He'd be the most famous rookie, like, there.
Also, is this a demotion if you're a detective having to be a training officer?
I think there it is. She's in trouble.
I can see why.
Yeah, anyways. So the whole idea behind this is that it is an idea to get your head right to understand how complicated or complex the job is or whatever.
But why do you have to be one or the other?
That's what I was getting at. The best type of officer can do both and do both equally as well. You're both very, very understanding and flexible when dealing with people, but also very decisive and deliberate when having to deal out some level of enforcement action, regardless of where that falls on the use of force ladder. So, like, to say that one side of the fence, like, if you're only a warrior, that means that you're bad 90% of the time of the job.
Yep.
Like, you were terrible.
Yeah.
And unmotivated to do 90% of this job.
Correct.
And probably, anyways. And if you're only the guardian, then you're what West thinks he is.
Yeah, West isn't even a guardian.
So,
He got a lady killed.
yeah.
So
I don't know, man. I think it's such a narrow perspective on what's a much more complicated landscape. And it's more of I do think you fall along that spectrum, or maybe you're like more predisposed to that one side or the other. But I think a field training officer's job is to identify where your weaknesses are on that spectrum and address those to make you a more well-rounded police officer.
yeah.
You know, if you were like force recon or a Green Beret, you're like, well, okay, let's work on the empathy side.
Yeah.
Let's make you
Clearly.
good at doing that stuff. But like, yeah, if you were a social worker that decided to come be a cop, like, I gotta teach you the other side of the fence. You need both. I think you're an idiot to think otherwise.
Idiot.
I don't understand. So she's a detective, but she's coming back to patrol. Is that allowed?
It's not unheard of. Actually, I've never heard of it.
Lucky me.
Well, I've been through a lot of TO mind games, and it's really not that bad. All you need to remember is be absolutely perfect at all times.
Thanks.
Look, seriously, you are a great cop. You just need to keep being a great cop, and she'll see that. Oh, Rachel. Look, I'll see you guys in there. Hey.
Happy birthday!
It's your birthday?
Yeah,
Why is she
and I
here?
am spending it doing what I love, picking up juvenile contact reports.
They're really taking that joke really far. Like, they're taking this whole bet thing real far. These women be devious in the show.
It's the most realistic part of the show.
New training officer joining us this morning, Detective Nyla Harper. Nyla.
Nice. No one's above the law here.
What's up?
You're late for roll call.
Oh, that's still a thing?
Take a seat. As I was saying, Detective Harper just completed 4 years of undercover work. She has volunteered to bring her wealth of experience to the FTO program. Officer Nolan, I'm sure you'll learn a lot.
Looking forward to
That's
it,
a
sir.
punishment.
If you need anything, ask Lopez and Bradford. They'll bring you up to speed.
Yes, sir.
Also, unless you're like in your first 2 years of patrol, you're not sitting in the front of the briefing. There's a real back of the bus thing for...
Yeah, you'd stand in the back.
Yeah. You'd stand in the back, you'd sit in the back, but like, at least the briefings I went
Well,
to...
I was saying if all the seats were full. Yeah. You're going to choose
That's what
to
I mean.
stand in the back versus
Yep,
sitting in the front row.
Hey, Angela Lopez.
Hi.
He's Bradford.
Surprised to see a detective volunteer as a TO. Mostly see it as a step backward.
Well, clearly
wearing a
they can
vest.
move forward.
He's definitely wearing a vest.
Yep. Did they listen to us? Did they hear us? No, this is old.
They heard us.
They photoshopped it in.
Yeah.
Hey, these
After
two random
effects.
idiots on the internet called us out for not having vests.
I'm here for it, dog. You're welcome, internet. We're making positive changes.
Nolan's still not wearing one, but
He doesn't need it. He's got plot armor.
it's fine. That's fair.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What's all this?
Our gear.
Who's training who here?
Ticket book, you're not gonna need that. That. And this.
Okay, well, Sergeant Gray likes to see 2 citations a week.
Gray's not to TO. Give me an AR-15 with PVS 14 night vision and a laser sight.
You AR certified?
Cards on file.
Coming up.
You really think we're going to need an AR-15?
Sure hope so.
Why are you so scared of it?
Look,
You're going to ask for night vision for a day shift?
Day shift, yeah. I mean, I would too if it was available.
I guess you're right.
Because they do work until it gets dark.
I guess you're right. Also, the rifle would have to be zeroed for said. You have like a LAM or laser aiming module?
No. It's fine.
Night vision's kind of useless unless you have also
it's fine.
Optic that's designed for that.
Mm-mm.
And elevated so that you can
Nope,
see it.
doesn't matter.
It's whatever. We did it for fun.
Understand the rules. If you want to know why I wanted to be a cop, you could have just asked me and I would have told you.
I wanted to see who you were when you weren't kissing your new TO's ass. And I found out you can't be trusted.
Because I want to help people?
Because you started spilling secrets to a complete stranger. What if that waitress had a brother in the rolling 60s who would just love to smoke an off-duty cop?
I didn't think of that.
Clearly.
Okay, look, I'm sorry that won't happen again.
I'm not mad at her for that part. Because I didn't tell anybody I didn't know what I did.
100%.
Especially not at a bar.
Yeah.
So that part I kind of get. Why a short barrel rifle, though?
Without a can?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Bro, I got beef with the prop department, man.
Experience, and I'm looking forward to learning everything you have to teach.
Oh, I won't be teaching you.
You're my training officer.
Which earns me a 5% pay bump.
There it is.
Or not.
What are you thinking about getting her?
Nothing.
Yes.
It's her birthday.
Good answer.
We've been dating for 2 weeks. If I get her something, it'd be weird.
So you just wished her happy birthday and now you're done?
Yes.
Fire flowers. Happy birthday.
Okay.
Don't
Maybe I
fall
should get her
for it,
something
Tim.
small.
No.
Although accurate for random patrol car conversations.
I mean, I guess.
But dumb.
I didn't talk about my love life with my training officers, but I also didn't date some of their friends.
Agreed.
So, who knows?
Yeah. Also, bring back Bishop, dog.
Broken tail light.
Which he clearly can't afford to fix.
Could still let him know.
Yeah.
And that stop sign.
Look, she barely stopped. She could have caused an accident.
But she
Barely
didn't.
stopped.
Is this why you became a cop, 5%? To harass hard-working people? just trying to get by?
5%?
Doesn't sound very guardian-like to me.
No, ma'am. But Sergeant Gray likes to see 2, 2, and 2. 2 citations, 2 misdemeanors, and 2 felony arrests a week.
Yeah, we won't be doing that.
That sounds like a quota, dog.
It does sound like a quota.
It sounds legal to me.
I have a golden ticket.
Like in Willy Wonka?
Reward for
Pause
policing above and beyond.
It's like a reward.
I'm replacing Officer Worst with this lady.
I'm not yet.
All I'm saying is to sit there and say I'm completely apathetic to the objectives of this patrol unit and your training because I have a golden ticket and I'm unable to be fired. This is like the epitome of what makes government employees the worst.
She's going to have to get someone killed before I replace her with Officer Worst.
That's fair. But like, you know what I mean?
She's tied.
I can't get fired, so I'm just going to be shit at my job and not care about the objectives laid out before me.
Yeah.
Or your training as a...
Well, you must have taken down some heavy hitters.
That's what warriors do, Officer Nolan. Which is why we don't
yeah.
get out of this car for anything less than a felony. And when we do
Stupid.
step out, we step out hard and fast. Strike
Also
before they
stupid.
can. And if you slow me down, you are done.
I'm unimpressed. This is not... The most active officers that fought what I would consider the biggest crimes did not have this attitude.
Not at all.
I don't know that I've ever met that officer in the entirety of my time as a police officer, before I was a police officer.
We knew
and now
some
I'm
that
retired.
thought they were this.
Oh, 100%. Oh, I met the caricature
Yeah.
of this.
I'm a warrior.
I'm going to arrest you for a tenth of weed.
I run into traffic and get hit by cars and lose teeth.
I stop ambulances.
I'm a
They have out
warrior.
tail lights.
True.
Maybe a
It's
little
true.
too specific.
I mean, anyone that knows us from that time in our life knows exactly who we're talking about.
I don't feel bad for saying that.
I don't either. Fuck that guy.
Exactly. What are we doing?
Are you kidding me?
Drop the guns now! Show us your hands! Okay, okay. You got him?
Yeah.
Compliant handcuffing.
Police, is someone in there?
Why do you have your gun out still?
I don't want trouble.
Are you okay?
I'll move. I just need my cart.
We're not clearing you out. We're here to help. We'll take you to a hospital. You've been hurt.
Fine. Fine. Just leave me alone.
Hey, no problem. I need some information for the report.
No, I have to go.
At least tell me your name.
Alice. Sheldon. Alice. Sheldon.
Thank you, Alice. I'll make sure those boys never hurt you again.
I don't know that you have ag assault.
What do you think you got? Harassment? What do you think?
You definitely have.
A paintball gun is going to cause at least bodily injury.
No, I was going to say you definitely have assault bodily injury.
Could you not be in fear of it? They require protective equipment to operate safely, right? Like you have to have face coverings.
If they shot her in the face, you might get.
But what I'm getting at is like, in the manner of its use, if I'm just sitting there laying into you with a paintball gun, and you're clearly not consenting to it, they'd have to articulate it through a good interview. Were you worried about your eyes getting hurt? Were you worried about... You'd have to do a very good job interviewing to stretch for ag assault.
Well, based on what she just said, I don't think you have it.
Maybe simple assault?
You have assault.
Yeah.
Full-on assault.
It's a misdemeanor presence either way.
And disorderly conduct.
We were just protecting our neighborhood. My dad said they're tanking the property values.
She's a human being.
Fair.
I'm not so sure about you two.
He's worried about his daddy being mad. So I had my first... Well, it wasn't a pursuit, but like my first use of force was these kids shooting airsoft guns out the window of their car. Fire truck saw them. The engine, the big fire truck, saw them doing this and like followed them. They drove towards a school, I think it was an elementary school. So 12 cops running code. Yeah. Guns drawn, the whole deal for airsoft guns. It wasn't my call, so I don't know exactly what they got charged with, but
it's pretty bonkers. In the infamous phone, I have like one of my first handful of use of force. Lady that threatened somebody in a froyo line.
Oh.
And I went nose to nose with the car without realizing it.
Serious.
I had to bail out in the whole night. She had a little like bodyguard 380 that she just like lifted her shirt to show somebody.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was a dumb. We charged him with
for a froyo.
Yeah. It was
I
like
hope it was good.
or whatever it was. It wasn't deadly conduct. It didn't come out of the holster, but
still.
Yeah.
Stupid.
No plate. On a Maserati?
Maserati, no plates. Let me guess. Not worth getting out of the shop for.
Now this one we stop.
Oh yeah, you stopping that.
All rag around the steering column to hide the broken ignition. That car is stolen.
Driver in the Maserati. Pull over.
That was a good stop. I'm okay with this approach.
Driver, step out of the car.
You're hot for a cop.
I know. Everybody out. Now.
Check out the Smith & Wesson.
Hands where I can see them. Nolan, Vin.
Control 7 out of 15. Need you to run a VIN.
Crossfire?
Stop real quick. Yeah.
Hey.
This is so she pulls her gun out of her holster, right, and holds it by her side so that she's not.
But is this like, are you not felony stopping this car that you think is stolen?
Yeah. Just because the plate's missing, that probably wouldn't have been enough. But because they saw the broken steering column, I think
they
that's
assumed
enough.
is broken at least.
I think that's enough to do a high risk. I think.
Also, why are you not asking for backup?
At least
because she's a warrior.
At least another unit. Code.
No, she's a warrior.
I'm still not a fan. If the gun's going to be out, let's point it at something. I do understand if you're running into what you believe to be a potential use of force, and you're just trying to game the system a bit. I won't criticize the action. It's just oftentimes a weird gray area.
What it tells me is she's not fast enough to get out of the holster.
At least for optics. Yeah, I guess you're right. We'll see. We'll see how
she's never proven herself like Nolan.
This high-speed, low-drag Harper here
Number 7-1.
Hey, stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Hey, stop!
Why are they both running like robots? Also, there's just a humongous line of traffic. Why is everyone going 100 miles an hour and slam on the brakes?
7 out of 15 in foot pursuit of suspect. 7 to Figueroa. Hispanic, male, 5'7". Gray shirt, gray jeans, requesting backup leadership. 7 out of 15. Starting RA. 7 to Figueroa. Suspect down, broken leg, conscious and breathing. Just stay still. Help is on the way.
She pushed me. That bitch pushed me.
Huh.
Could you, in a scuffle, get to where you're pushing someone off a roof? Maybe. Would it be considered a justified use of force if they didn't present a weapon? 100% no. They jumped, that's on them. But if you actually, which should show up on body cam.
I was going to say, thank goodness for body cams.
Yeah. If you have somebody on a roof, you would just stand by the staircase and be like, I'm going to wait to take you into custody. What do you do? Jump? And if they jump, there you go. They jumped, you didn't push them. If she pushed, that's a pretty egregious use of force.
Also, if she pushed, the likelihood of him breaking his leg.
Pretty low, actually, now I think about it.
Because if you get pushed, you're likely going to fall and land not on your feet.
Okay, what
happened?
Gravity?
He says you pushed him.
I know I said I wasn't going to teach you anything 5%, but here's a lesson. Criminals lie.
That's true.
She's right. Criminals lie.
You really think she could have pushed him?
I don't know. It's Holly. I never would have considered it. But Harper has this real ends justifies the means vibe.
It doesn't matter. She has a body camera.
Somebody off a roof in broad daylight is hardcore.
But she has a golden ticket. Maybe she thinks that'll protect her.
Wait, a golden ticket is rarefied air. My dad caught a serial killer and a bank crew in the
West?
same shift and never got a golden ticket.
Okay.
He hasn't been
If you were me,
passed
would
yet.
you go to Gray?
Look, Harper might have a ticket, but you don't. You have the responsibility to inform the watch commander of any potential issues on the job, and an
Have you
allegation of
reviewed her
police
body
brutality
camera?
would definitely be one.
Also, why don't you let the suspect file the police brutality claim?
Yeah.
Why are you doing it?
Yeah. It's simple FOIA request.
You already
simple,
asked her.
Simple. All uses of force, where there's any use of force, it's going to be reviewed.
Right.
No matter what, they're going to see it.
Yeah. A shattered leg, a compound fractured
Now,
leg.
if you've been notified and you didn't tell anybody, and they had to find out by watching body cam and you were in the know, that I could see being a problem.
Yeah.
So I
they
have
would
no
still...
beef with him notifying, but it's not technically, it shouldn't have to be up to him. But it doesn't ever hurt you to notify. If you think there's ever misconduct, you should notify.
Excuse me, may I have a word?
No, right on time.
I'll come back later.
No, stay. This concerns you too. Detective Harper asked me to review her body cam footage.
Oh, look, he jumped. That's how he broke his legs.
Looks conclusive to me.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
I'll forward it to Internal Affairs with a memo. Hopefully I'll head off any civil lawsuits that might be coming your way.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Crazy he lied.
And thank you for the trust.
Crazy she didn't.
Agreed.
Because he did ask her.
Agreed.
She could have said no, he jumped.
Yep.
But
Yep. She just, I think, has too much fun with the shiftiness of it all. And it's for drama, and I get that, but she could have also even just said, you can look at my body cam. And not dignified,
you could easily just say,
dignified the accusation with the remark.
But you could easily just say he jumped. That's how he broke his leg.
That's true. But drama, whatever. Shout out to her for not pushing it.
Can we go back to SWAT?
We'll keep going.
It's not that I don't trust her.
No, you shouldn't trust her. So word is Detective Harper spent the last 4 years doing controlled deliveries in the LAPD DEA task force.
I'm not familiar with the term.
An undercover agent poses as a drug smuggler, goes into Mexico, negotiates with the cartel, guarantees delivery of dope into the U.S., with their own lives. And then they actually smuggle the dope over the border, planting micro trackers in it. And then once it's distributed, SWAT moves in, arrests everyone that touched it.
And then
You're telling me an LAPD officer does that?
But only now, the cartel's looking for someone to blame with blow torches, power tools, you know what I mean?
Explains the attitude.
She spent the last 4 years neck deep in paranoia and adrenaline, lying every time she opened her mouth, striking out at any sign of aggression. Now, don't get me wrong, I have the utmost respect for her service, but transitioning back into a uniform, that's gonna be a bitch.
So you made her my TO?
I didn't have much say in that matter. She would eat a 25-year-old recruit alive. At least you stand a chance.
Well, thank you. But I think I
That's
understand.
a pretty big nod from him.
Why she wanted to be here in the first place.
When you find out, let me know.
Also, not for nothing, he looks like he lost some weight too.
Yeah.
He does.
He does. I do think that that's a pretty big. That says a lot. If a sergeant's saying, "I know it's a short stick, but I think you're the only one
Yeah.
that can probably deal with it," that says a lot. I mean, he has been.
But you know who should have got the new TO is
Agreed.
West.
Agreed.
So we could wash him out.
Agreed.
Nice and quick.
What are you doing?
Raiding the lost and found.
Why?
For Alice. The transient those kids were paintballing. I ran her name. 10 years ago, she was on the tenure track at UCLA, teaching chemistry. Had a house, couple dogs, and everything fell apart.
It's awful. But, I mean, we interact with homeless every day. You don't bring them care packages.
Those kids took away her dignity, tortured her for fun. She deserves a little compassion.
Look, I have a couple sweatshirts in my car. We can grab them on the way out.
Plus, those kids already got off. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Thank God.
We got to call that an assault?
They just barged in and started taking pictures. My son is very sick.
Yay!
What you're doing.
Oh, that's awesome. Ready?
Hey, what's going on in here?
Just a second. Step out in the hallway right now. Both of you.
What's the problem, officer?
They broke into my son's room and started posing.
Broke in is an exaggeration.
You told the nurse you were his sister.
I didn't say I was his sister. I said I was a sister.
We're just trying to help. Bella saw a Facebook post about little Cody and his fight against cancer. She has 500,000 followers on social media.
I was just trying to draw attention to his plight. Doesn't that count for something?
Not without permission. You're under arrest for trespassing and photographing a minor without a parent's consent.
I told you this was a bad idea.
You need more empathy posts. Your follows are stagnant. The consultant told us to find a sick
He's not
kid.
his consultant. He's your cousin, and he still lives with his mom.
He's got his finger on the pulse.
Okay, enough. All right, I am really sorry that this happened. We will come back and get your statement.
Honey, get back in bed.
That's kind of adorable.
Can't we get in there? Just one picture.
No.
They made him sit there and watch.
That's a good feel-good moment. You know what? I'll give it to the writers. I typically...
You know, if the firefighters don't show up, your next best option.
Man. The police.
Yeah.
I'll give the writers.
Did they
nod
give
on
him a
that.
sticker? That's the only thing that matters.
If there was no sticker, this was
Bullshit.
You fell short.
You can put it on his little coffin.
It's little because he's a kid.
He has cancer.
Or dark.
I'm just being realistic.
Get it etched in his little tooth.
I even got Keith with that one.
Hey, I bet you got a solid chuckle.
I
You
did.
got a good.
No, I don't think I got a chuckle. I got oh, damn.
Looks like she moved on.
She left some stuff behind.
Hey, you know where the woman who was attacked went? You ever seen her? Stuff is this here. What's that?
I don't know, but Alice was trying to protect it.
Could it be her daughter?
No, she didn't have kids. Control, I need you to run a name. Katrin Arnoux.
I show a Katrine Arnoux as the victim of a hit and run in 2009.
Homicide?
Negative. Victim was left paralyzed.
Any suspects?
Negative. Would you like contact information on the investigating detective?
Yeah, send it to the box.
she hit her and she's coping with drugs and alcohol.
Dude, a first and last name with no date of birth is gonna be a struggle bus.
Yeah.
On getting around, there's 18 returns for that. Which one do you want?
In this city?
Yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, bro.
This girl was paralyzed by a hit-and-run driver. Right after, Alice fell apart, ended up here. Sure sounds like guilt to me.
Sure does.
She's a fugitive.
Okay, here we fucking go again.
He didn't learn last time.
She sounds like a fugitive.
It goes off to worst. Out here crushing it again.
What's the statute of limitations on a hit and run?
Well, like 15?
No. Serious bodily injury.
SBI.
Well, it's going to vary state to state.
True.
Let's California, maybe? California. Probably like a week. Statute of limitations.
Now, yes.
So statute of limitations on hit and run SBI.
California.
California.
Because what would it be here?
I doubt it's 20.
No. I was thinking 10.
5 to 10, yeah.
So have we.
6 years.
No
really?
Kidding.
For a hit and run.
With SBI.
With SBI? That probably bumps it up.
At least.
Because you're up to a felony then.
Yeah.
Try searching felony hit and run.
Yeah. Felonious.
Here's some BTS for you guys.
I'm only getting 6 years. 3 to 6 years.
Maybe it is 6 years.
Are you checking Texas or California?
One, which state?
That's California.
He's checking Cali.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. I wouldn't see more than 10.
No.
Look, I only went to Gray because you refused to deal with me. You could have shown me your body cam footage on scene.
I don't answer to you 5%.
No, you don't. But if you are committed to making this an antagonistic relationship, don't expect me to roll over and take it.
That's fair.
Very. She probably just wanted him to stick up for himself.
Yep.
Where is it?
Who found her? Look.
Looking for this?
It's mine. Give it.
Who is she?
She's, it's no one.
They didn't do very good making her look homeless.
No.
I like it.
Her name is Katrin Arnoux.
No. No. No.
But I think you know that. What happened 10 years ago, Alice?
Nothing. 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 I have to go.
I think something did. Something
Can you
that
prove it?
destroyed your life.
No.
It was late. Maybe you were tired. You never saw her. You tried to convince yourself it was an animal, but then you saw the news. And you tried to move on, but it haunted you. Poisoned every part of your life until you ended up here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do. And I think some part of you is relieved it's finally out.
I never meant to hurt anybody.
Oh, shut up, lady.
C tier suspect. The investigation is happening in the middle of the street with potentially someone who's high, if not delirious due to exposure.
Yeah.
She's got clear sores.
Yeah.
Her statement, though easily
That could be say coerced.
That's what I was getting at.
By her little.
And
it was dark. You thought it was an animal. Oh my God, you're right. I did think it was an animal. What are we talking about?
Could have been a squirrel. Did we tie her to the vehicle?
You haven't done anything.
Did we tie her to the... Can we actually get her in the
She had a picture of her.
That's a weird... I'm not saying investigations don't happen that way. That's not nearly enough to arrest on. Not even close.
That's really her?
We think so.
She looks so pathetic.
As far as we can tell, her life fell apart after she hit you. It's almost impossible for a transient to hang on to anything. Belongings are stolen, confiscated by the city.
That does not look like the picture.
She held onto her picture for 10 years in conditions worse than prison. She never let herself forget. Even for a moment.
What are you saying? She suffered enough?
I'm still paralyzed.
Back in the day, she was arrested. She would have gotten 3 years in prison, maybe 5.
Instead, she's been punishing herself for the last decade.
Well, then there you go.
She ran but didn't escape.
I'll never run again, Officer.
Ooh. Damn. She said, what did she say?
She goes,
what did she say first?
She's been running for this for decades.
Yeah, running from it or something.
running
And the
from
girl in the wheelchair goes, I'll never run again.
That's... So allegedly this is the victim of the hit
and run, yeah. We need like 2 sets of Bluetooth headphones.
Yes.
Ma'am, I apologize. I wasn't trying to excuse what she did to you.
Only what? She destroyed a part of me. And you have the nerve to plead her case?
She was out of line.
No, she's right.
She is right.
Overstepped.
It's really not your job. No.
Nope. I know!
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They even said on there, they said, yeah. Well, it was a unknown hit and run. And they even said if she would have been caught, she would have done 3 to 5 years in prison. We're 10 years later. There's no fucking, you're not arresting this lady for that.
No. No.
Who is he?
A corkscrew. I knew him in Arizona. If he's in LA, something's up.
You met him when you were undercover? What do you do? What are you doing?
She's wearing a vest? Good for her.
Good for her.
You know, you're not supposed to take off your uniform on shift.
You gonna run and tell Gray?
Just forget Gray. Just tell me what's going on. I'm your only backup out here.
Corkscrew knew me as a tweaker named Crystal. If I play it right, he'll tell me why he's in town. Only come in if I need you.
She looks more like a homeless person than the other girl.
I was gonna say she wasn't dirty enough. Good job. Look at that. That is field craft. I'm actually shout out to her for that. I was like, she's too clean.
Crystal?
These are my clothes.
Hey. It's me.
Dude. Corkscrew. Dude, what are you doing here?
Clavier. I like that she understood she had to be disheveled.
Yep.
She literally dirtied her clothes, took off her makeup, did all that stuff.
Went down to her underwear, which is very realistic for being a tweaker.
She also made sure she was doing something that was reasonable for a tweaker in a laundromat to be doing.
Yeah.
She literally started randomly stealing someone's clothes. And even knowing that her mark was coming towards her, didn't interact with him, didn't act like he knew he was there. And even when he came up and said hi, she immediately got defensive.
Right.
Because she's used to that's her posture.
Yeah. Someone's trying to kick her out or accuse her of something.
He's totally bought this idea that she's like, oh, it's you.
Yeah.
You know?
This is just a random chance encounter.
Very good example of building rapport and developing this persona that you're doing it to deceive somebody. That was good. That was I don't know how realistic that is in the real world, but that is, if I had to write it up, that's how I would.
Good on her.
That's pretty good.
It's Nolan.
So answer it.
Like, because you want intel on the new TO?
Or don't answer it. Suit yourself.
Don't tell him.
You're on speaker. What's up?
Hypothetically, is it worse to disobey a direct order from your TO or to stand by and watch while they're killed?
Depends on the TO.
Look, disobeying a direct order is a serious offense, so really think about it before you do it.
What's going on?
I'll let you know when I figure it out.
I've already seen her handle up. Probably not worried about her getting killed.
Times is hard. A guy like you's in town. Something big must be going on. I want in.
Forget it.
No, hey, look, I'm a great lookout. It'd be like old times.
Hey, the last time you were supposed to help out, you flaked. I almost got pinched. A buddy of mine's doing 5 years.
Okay, but that's not my fault, though.
You're saying it's mine? You junkie bitch.
Hands where I can see him!
This crazy bitch attacked me.
Turn around, put your hands on the wall, spread your feet. Ma'am, I need you to do the same thing.
Let him go arrest me.
Like he didn't
Ma'am,
hear
you're under
that.
arrest. Come on. Give me your head.
I'm telling you, she started it.
Oh, you can tell just by looking at her. That lady is trouble. How long have you known her?
I've never seen her before. Why? What does she say?
Nothing. Just a routine question. I just need your ID and your mobile number, and I can get out of your hair.
Yeah, it's 480.
Sorry, I need to get it off your actual phone procedure.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Burner, baby.
All right, we're far enough away. Pull over and let me out.
Not until you answer a couple of questions. What's he doing in LA?
I am your TO. Pull over now.
Pause it. 100% no. You're my TO, golden ticket or not, that just punched me in the face.
You're also the
Went up to
TO
some
in
crackhead.
handcuffs.
Yeah, in the back of a patrol car. I can take you to the Sally Port, okay? Like,
good job, Nolan.
Bro, my dog. I'm here for this.
What? You really don't act like it.
You know, I tell you what he said, but you probably just blab it to some random waitress.
Okay, how am I the untrustworthy one here? Everything you have said to me so far is either a lie or an evasion.
Not lying when I say I hate you.
You know, I don't even think you can help it anymore. I don't think lying is second nature to you. I think it's first. It's who you are.
Pull over right now, 5%, or I will have your badge.
Pretty sure
For what?
I'm fired.
Have his badge for what? That was all done by her.
Yeah, you punched him, you took off your uniform, you did some weird, shady thing.
While on duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Without
think
notifying
so.
anybody.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Dude, you are 100% getting fired.
Pause it.
She's still in the back of the car.
Don't you fall?
Wes isn't allowed to be like, you're 100% getting fired to anybody, but...
Well, Nolan's daddy doesn't work there, so...
Yeah, that's fair. But I do think it's hilarious that not only you left this bitch in cuffs, you went and got lunch.
You can't keep her in there forever. What's your plan?
Dessert. How did you do that? The shop only opens from the outside.
Enjoy your cupcake, because it's the last thing you'll eat as a cop.
Now you might have fucked up.
I got Corkscrew's mobile number. We can track his contacts and his movements. Still fired?
Not today. Definitely tomorrow. Control, I need to monitor the cell phone.
What is she wearing?
More importantly, what's she doing in our house?
He would not be getting out of that patrol car.
Yeah, they don't even have the window.
You got nothing.
They have a full cage.
Maybe you pick the lock to get out. Maybe. Or you're
What
flexible
lock?
enough for the handcuffs.
Yeah, but how do you get out the door?
That's what I was getting at. Yeah, I don't think you're getting out the door, though.
He operates as a straw buyer out of Arizona, transporting unlicensed weapons into California where they end up on our streets. Thanks to Detective Harper, we now know the location of his next cell. Detective.
He may not look like much, but Corkscrew is putting guns in the hands of
Corkscrew.
the most dangerous gangs in the city. cut off his pipeline, our streets get safer and our jobs get easier.
So we'll observe the exchange from a van across the street. As soon as the buy takes place, SWAT will move in to make the arrest.
What about me?
You're gonna let
So
SWAT
you
do
and
this
Nolan
one?
will secure the perimeter.
Thought you guys didn't need
with
SWAT.
Bradford and Chen. Make sure we don't get any nasty surprises.
So it's my bus, but you want me to wait outside?
That's exactly what I want, Detective Harper. Is that going to be a problem?
Also, if you're undercover, you wouldn't be going in anyways.
Yep.
No, sir.
Good.
You're setting a perimeter.
This is a perfect opportunity for Hondo to come in.
Dude, the crossover
episode.
Dude, the crossover would have been legit.
This is around the same time.
Dude, she'd look at Hondo and be like, that's someone worth. Yeah.
True. That's a warrior.
That's a warrior. Hey, 5%. That's a warrior there.
Be more like that guy.
Hang back, Nolan. You need to watch your back.
I'll be miles from the action.
I mean with Harper. Grace put you in a bad position. She's a landmine waiting to go off. So if you find yourself in a jam, text Officer Chen. We'll be there.
Thank you.
Don't go all emotional on me. Training rookies is a sacred
Pretty,
duty, and it bothers me when cops don't treat it that way.
No. You're a little more invested, Tim. I see you.
Yep.
Let's go, Chen.
Wow. Chill,
I
bro.
appreciate it. I appreciate that from Tim.
Nice. No serial numbers. Yeah. And they're $250 apiece. That's the deal.
$250 a piece. It's cheap as shit.
Sure.
When they're free.
I got them close by.
True.
As long as you got a cash. Text my guy.
They're up in the buy. Hold position.
Who's the buyer?
Most likely it's one of two local arms dealers, Osito or Brooker.
Osito, the teddy bear?
It's his nickname. I assume it's meant to be ironic. Between those two guys, they provide 60% of the guns from here to Fresno.
Sounds like first-hand knowledge. You work undercover on that before the task force?
You've been doing your homework.
Need to know who I'm riding with.
And? Don't you think you know me now?
Oh, I don't think even you know you.
Ooh, got her.
Whatever, that's a bunch of crap.
Ever consider therapy?
What makes you think I'm not already in therapy?
Probably a condition of going back to patrol.
You hate every gift idea I pitch.
Because they're all things you want.
It's not just guy stuff. Isabel...
Well, how would he know what she wants? They've dated for 2 weeks.
Look, man, is money coming or not? He'll be here.
They're not all getting a live feed of this.
Osito wants more. Set for another buy.
All right, deal is done. Moving in. Perimeter units, lock down all traffic.
What? No, no. Hold that order. Stay in position.
Who the hell is this?
Harper. Osito is a must-catch. If we roll up on these guys now, we will spook him.
He's not coming, and we can't risk losing these two.
Yeah, but...
Detective Harper, this is not your call. Respect the chain of command and your fellow officers.
Yeah.
Or I will fire you. Go and ticket a 9.
Team 1, move in.
Yeah.
You're definitely not telling SWAT to hold.
Bro, the SWAT commander would...
They would have just turned off their radio.
100%. It was a dispatch disconnect that radio. Right then and there. The dispatch can't do that.
Whoa, 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 we're on perimeter.
I am not going to let these guys blow my operation.
It is blown. The only thing you're going to accomplish charging in there is having Gray fire you. And while I would love to be rid of you, I am positive you are here for a reason. That golden ticket could have gotten you any detail, anywhere. You picked this. So I have to believe that reason is important. Too important to blow it because of a bruised ego.
SWAT does not roll in with sirens like that.
No.
Look, if you're expecting a thank you...
Oh, I know better than that.
Ah.
This one's great.
Did you see that? That blue Mustang just made a U-turn. That driver looked scared. That could be Osito bringing the money.
Or it could be some random guy that realized he left his phone at the store.
No, the look on that driver's face when he saw the cops, that's our guy.
What do you look like?
Hispanic, mid-30s, full face, brown hair.
Grenade tattoo on his neck.
That's...
I mean,
Don't call it in. SWAT are
yeah, don't call it in. Yeah, not on the PA mic at least. Let's see how it plays out.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Don't call it, bro. Whatever. Whatever. Just play it. Come on, Harper. He is being like
every time.
They're on a Aceto, but Harper's enforcing radio silence.
Tell me he invited you to track his phone.
Yep.
7.
They've been tracking each other's phones since they were dating.
So what now?
It's perfect. There's only one way in. Or out.
Is that a thermal?
We got a 417 at Diamond Lock Storage 1990.
Even though she asked for PBS 14,
And
that's
what-
not a thermal. Oh no, that might be a PBS 14. Just
Is
on
it?
Yeah, just on it, basically. It's a weird way to orient that, though. Also, it's useless to you in the daytime.
Right.
Like, literally useless to you.
I guess it does look like it's on a swivel.
Don't move. Lay down flat on your stomach. Hands out to your sides.
That Mossberg 590 is kind of hot.
I'd still rather have the rifle though. Oh, there's your felony in California.
On dog.
How many takes do you think
that took?
Yeah.
Maybe a few. What? Why would you snap your fingers?
You covered?
Bro, you have Nolan over here Elmer Cutting it. Oh no,
Even if he had a vest on, that was going straight through. Okay, Chen.
Bro! Chen's dead.
Yes.
Chen's deceased.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm surprised they didn't drive up and just open the door.
Yeah, that'd have been more effective for sure.
Why are they all such terrible shots?
Yeah, this is.
You okay?
Vest caught it.
No, it didn't. Not to mention,
I was gonna say your boat.
there's no ballistic.
Nothing up here.
Even if you had a vest on, there's nothing up there. Plus, you got hit with a rifle round, which would have gone straight through your little vest that you're not wearing. Tim was the only one there wearing a vest.
He's the only one that's been shot before.
Good point.
Good point. He's like, no, screw that. I'm not that. You get shot once? Oh, no, screw that.
Yeah, that was not fun last time.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wear the vest. We're never alone.
It's over! Put your weapons down and come out with your hands high!
Why aren't you looking down through your optic?
Hands on the car!
There again, exchanging machine gun fire, and somehow magically everyone walks away from this. Like is it the goal that regardless of the circumstances, you get to take everybody into custody, 100%. But it just it gives credence to this idea that regardless of the amount of force getting used against you, there's always a path that allows you to do that without insanely unnecessary risk. That's bonkers.
Well,
or that
Nolan got shot.
There's a consequence there. He's got a sore shoulder.
Well, if this were accurate and real life,
he'd be having a hard time.
He would not just have a sore shoulder. He would have a bullet hole in him, at least one.
Now, doesn't that make it all worthwhile?
No.
Nobody in their first shift coming off of doing weird cartel sussy stuff is going to make a bust like that. Nobody. Like, it's just not happening. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying it doesn't happen.
Also, your golden ticket or not, disobeying direct orders, insubordination, putting other officers in danger.
The radio traffic alone.
Yeah.
Go to the station, you're done for the day.
Yeah.
And I'll decide whether or not you're employed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
It's wild. It's all wild.
What do you think?
But I'm glad he's not yelling at me like that.
Nolan.
Yep.
Say it.
I'm sorry that my recklessness put you in jeopardy. My job is to train you, not to chase after my own windmills.
And?
If you would like to file a formal complaint, I will not hold it against you in any way.
No, I'm good. But when you're ready, I'd like you to tell me why you're here.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
And for the record, technically 5% should be your nickname.
Is that it?
Yes. No. Have a nice evening.
Great. I had the same damn reaction.
So is that supposed to be the bullet hole above his nameplate?
Maybe, I guess.
Well, there'd be blood there.
And yeah.
Because it would have went right through your vest.
He's so proud of himself. Look at Tim's face.
What are you doing here? You can't see her without supervision.
I know. But my lawyer's filing a petition.
You late on child support and you can afford a lawyer?
Here's half. I was gonna mail it to you this morning, but I'm getting a pay bump at work, so I should be able to get it square in a few weeks.
Whatever.
I'm also petitioning for joint custody. 50-50.
And who'll look after her when you disappear for months at a time?
That's over. I'm back working patrol, regular hours, right here in the neighborhood.
Are you okay?
I'm getting there. Then I'm getting her back.
I'm not saying people don't change. I'm just saying people that are capable of making well-adjusted self-critiques don't do what she does.
Correct.
In general. Like, you don't turn off being an adult and handling adult.
But also, if we're being realistic about this, right? If you're, like, muling drugs for the cartel, even as an undercover cop, so they say, right? You really think they're picking the cop with the family?
No, absolutely not. No.
That the cartel could find out about?
No.
Like,
they go figure out, like, who's chronically lonely all the time. You're like, you know what? I can fill that time for you.
Yeah.
Let me just ruin the rest of your life.
Tim is a great
Tim would be perfect
candidate for that type of job.
Yeah. He's already familiar with the criminal element.
With a husband or whatever he was, and then a little kid. Like,
no,
you're not doing that.
No.
You want to do the outro for the third time?
If you like this type of content, go ahead and put it in the comment section below.
This was another, like, super requested episode, right?
I am going to give Harper a solid 4 out of 10. I think that they did a decent job of weaving a story that makes it kind of like less of a stretch of my imagination that any of her actions were remotely justifiable, but none of them would actually fly in real law enforcement. Like, none of that.
But also she just lied because she was like, that's over, while she's still chasing down
Agreed.
arms dealers
sewed her wild oats
on patrol.
But
the fact that she took that job for the 5% pay bump,
yeah,
I mean, whatever.
Also not going to get you back the 50% you're late on child support.
No.
But shout out to, I guess, single dads making it happen.
Yeah, good for that guy.
That's a decent.
Nice cardigan, sir. You definitely were not the alpha in your relationship.
I still miss Bishop.
Me too. She was so much better.
I just think it was a better example of what actual field training is like. Not the rules don't apply to me. We're gonna do it our own way.
I guess she had her issues too, huh, with her brother.
But they weren't this bad. They weren't this bad.
She put herself in danger, not Nolan.
Exactly. But after that, I guess if you guys have more requests, as you can tell, we subject ourselves to them. We will watch it.
More realistic, episode 1 of SWAT or this episode of The Rookie?
Oh, SWAT all the way.
Thank
it's
you.
Not even close.
Thank
it's
you.
not even close. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
I'm gonna ruffle some feathers there, but
No, Nolan's dead. So's Chen.
Yeah.
Rifle rounds?
To be fair though, in SWAT, they survived 2 RPG hits on 2 vehicles.
Not all of them. We didn't see it, but
They took
one of the officers that is, well, I guess he survived, but he's done being a cop.
I'm by that. Either way,
Yeah.
you guys can join our organization in 2 different ways. You can join on Patreon for as little as $1 a month, or you can join our YouTube membership program for as little as $1 a month. That gives you direct access to our Discord, where we make decisions and hang out after and during and before and while we are live streaming every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time.
Also, if you're in the Discord, you can submit body cam videos. Body cam videos.
Yep.
Not opinion pieces. Not auditor channels. Body cam videos that we will go through and think about watching. We also have merch.
We have merch. Merch is
Well, you're
pretty
not
awesome.
wearing it.
Yeah.
Until
Producer
next
Juan
time.
did a good job. Yeah. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for riding 2 men with us. Peace.